Okay, now it's recording. Okay, so everyone, we see that the importance of gestures. Okay, but at the same time, you gotta be careful with them. Okay, so when you use gestures, you be careful just to mean what you want. As I said, try to avoid using fingers, but you use your whole hand. That's important. You just point to your head, point to just gestures, talking about ideas, which is important. People will understand, and at the same time, if they are from the distance, they will see that you are gesticulating, okay? Now, to the next, we have watch part of Ross's talk, check the things that he does. Now pay attention to the gestures. Okay, so we have here 4 items. Let's take a look at 5.12, okay, and see how it goes.
It's really an unreal feeling because normally you have a big things playing around you, and when I strap just this little harness, this little wing, I have really the feeling to be a bird.
Okay, so and then let's take a look back again. Okay, so what does he do? What does he do?
He used 2 hands to show how big is some things.
Okay, very nice. What else? What else? Does he point to the equipment behind him? Or no?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Does he tap his finger against his head to show he's thinking?
This I don't remember.
Okay, let's watch it again. Okay, to make things clearly.
It's really an unreal feeling because normally you have a big things playing around you, and when I strap just this little harness, this little wing, I have really the feeling to be a bird.
Okay. So he doesn't tap it. He doesn't tap his finger against his head, but he uses his hand to show how the harness goes around him. Do you people know what a harness is or no?
I don't know.
You don't know what a harness is? Okay, let's take a look here. Okay, harness is the support when you do activities in high places, so it connects you to a safe device. Okay, it's called the harness. Okay, I'm gonna show you here. That's the harness, and not this one. Okay, so people, we are talking about climbing. Okay, now it's much better. I'm sorry. That's the type of a harness because it goes around your body. Look at this. This is a harness. This guy is wearing a harness. This girl is wearing a harness. Girl or boy, I don't know. That's the harness, and then it goes. Okay, so is it clear now, the harness?
Harness is a seat belt.
Yes, but we call harness because it goes not exactly as a seat belt, because you use that to climb. You use that to climb. You wear this to climb. Okay, and that's what you do. Look at this lady. She's wearing the harness. Harness. So that's what we call harness. Okay, harness. Harness. And some harness people also use the belayers, okay? To belay device. A belay device, it's attached to the harness, okay? That's a belay on, okay? This is what you do here, what you got. That's a belay. A belay is attached to the harness. In case one day you decided to go to the canopy, okay? Belay on. So the belay on controls the way you descend or you ascend, okay? So that's the importance to know and learn how to control the belayer connected to your harness, all right? So that's the belay device, because it helps you to stop it in case you fall. Look at this guy, he's got a harness, and he knows how to control the belayer. So it's a way to learn. And then when you go to nature, you also know how to use the belayer, okay? On belay, belay on, okay? On belay, belay on. Safety device. All right, so everybody now got this one. Let's go back here and take a look. Let's take a look here. We're gonna read the excerpt below from Chris Bucard's TED Talk, and we're gonna discuss what kinds of gestures Bucard might make. Okay, so take a look here. There's only about a third of the Earth's oceans that are warm, and it's really just that thin band around the equator. There's only about a third of the Earth's oceans that are warm. And it's really just that thin band around the equator. Does everybody understand this passage? Yes or no?
Repeat, please, Roosevelt.
Okay, so we have to think about the gestures Chris Bucard made when he mentioned this. Does everybody remember Chris Bucard? No?
The photographer?
Ah,
Oceans was freezing. Still?
yes. Remember?
Yes.
That's it, Bucard. So that was this guy, that guy. I'll share the full video for everybody, okay?
So if I told you that this was the face of pure joy, would you call me crazy? I wouldn't blame you, because every time I look at this Arctic selfie, I shiver just a little bit. I want to tell you a little bit about this photograph. I was swimming around in the Lofoten Islands in Norway, just inside the Arctic.
So you receive that, you have the link, and then you take a look next time and you watch it. So Chris Bucard says there's only about a third of the Earth's oceans that are warm. And it's really just that thin band around the equator. What kind of gesture a person would make in order to illustrate what he means? If it were you, yeah, excuse me, say it again.
I smell like there is only third.
Yeah, just third. So you make this one here with the hands. So 1/3 of the Earth's ocean that are warm. What's the opposite of warm, people? What's the opposite of warm?
Cold?
Cold. Cool. Okay. And it's really just that thin band. What's the gesture for thin band? What's a band? I show you here. That's a headband. That's a headband, okay? A headband. That's a headband. Look at that.
Seria só como uma faixa do Equador?
Ah. Look at that. Look at that. That's the thin band. That's the thin band. Equator. Equator. A thin band around the planet. This is the only hot part around the world. Okay, this part is basically 1 year long hot. Equator. Equator. That's it. Look at that. The countries that lie along the equator. You see Colombia, Ecuador, Brazil, São Tomé and Príncipe, Gabon, Democratic Republic of Congo, DRC, okay, Republic of the Congo, Uganda, Somalia, Kenya, Maldives, Indonesia, and the other one there that I can't see the name, but it's another country. So those are the countries that's just across the equator line crosses. Interesting. Okay, Kiribati, that's the name, Kiribati. Have you ever heard about this country, Kiribati? No?
Never.
Yes. That's okay. I see that I'm not sending to the group. I'm sending the images only to Guilherme. Guilherme, good morning. I made a mistake here. Let's send it to everybody, okay? So receive all the messages now. Okay, that's it. Okay, so what are we continuing right now? We have here, that's the gesture. If you want to make a gesture about the thin band, what kind of a gesture would make to exemplify the thin band? You make a gesture of some sort. Okay, I would use my hands to say that. Oh, that's a thin band. Okay, you make a gesture like this. Okay, so if we're talking about the planets, we make a round sign. Say, oh, that's the planet. Because we know the planet is round, it's not flat, okay? This is important to say. All right, people. So let's move this one here. I will leave the other one behind for you to think of. And what gesture does Chris Boucard actually make? Pay attention to the gestures that Chris Boucard performs, okay? The last video of this.
There's only about 1/3 of the Earth's oceans that are warm, and it's really just that thin band around the equator.
Okay, one more time. Pay attention.
There's only about 1/3 of the Earth's oceans that are warm, and it's really just that thin band around the equator.
Wow. That's it. So what was the gesture? What was the gesture? Yes, a third. He uses the finger. I don't like to use the finger because he puts like a, he presses his middle finger, all right? And around the planet, the thin band, how does he mention that? He just, as I said, so you help people to visualize, to have the view of what you're thinking. So you can just point to your head, la tête, okay? It's important too. All right, people, so that was the video, the last video of this session. And look at that, that's Yasmin, please.
Sorry for bothering, but this day I was trying to listen to you say in. Is this in? In?
In?
In? And I couldn't understand anything. Could you help?
Who?
The USA.
The USA?
Yes, I tried it. And what?
Okay, do you have a link or something that we can see or share?
I can share in the group?
Well, of course you can.
Please.
Okay, if you want to share on the screen, it's also possible. What do you put in the group for everybody? Ah, you have now, you're sharing now. It's okay. And sometimes you can have someone speaking that can be a very indistinct conversation, but it's a matter of practicing. We keep listening and let's do it. All right, so I got this one here. I got it. I'll try to share here to the group.
Because I think we are, studying English. I never heard before. So okay, it's the time.
Okay. Understand. Let me see this one here. Ah, you got the Star Spangled Banner. Okay, but remember they use different English. Okay. Let's get this one here. Okay, so that's the American anthem, Yasmin. They use structures that includes relaxed English, old English, okay? It's similar to Brazilian national anthem, okay, that we have to...
Oh, so we think, what?
Yes, yes. So, but for everything you see here, it's the old English, okay? I'll say, can you see? By the dawn's early light, by the morning light, okay? Very early in the morning, we call dawn. Okay, what so proudly we scream, we hailed, at the twilight's last gleaming. Twilight is the lights of the end of the day, okay? So that's the twilight between
Gleaming,
afternoon
shining.
and the night. Yes, shining, that's it, gleaming. Okay, the next one here, let's see. Whose broad stripes Look at that, because we have here the red and the white stripes. Okay, that's the stripes here of the flag. And the bright stars, look at the other side, the blue side, we have the white stars. That's what he's talking about, the stripes, the red and blue stripes, and the bright stars in this, in the sky, or it's a blue sky here. Okay, so that's the thing. And over the ramparts, we watch it. When we call it here, the ramparts, it's kind of, how can I say that, just to make sure, ramparts, it's the wall, the big wall, okay? We watch it, we're so gallantly streaming. So gallantly, what's the gallantly here? Brave, okay? Brave, a person very brave. And we also have the word streaming, to see, to watch, okay? To flow, to transmit to people, okay? That's the streaming. Let's see the other one here. And the rockets with the red glare. So the glare is like an explosion, okay? Glare and the bursting, okay? Because they cause light in the sky, okay? That give proof through the night that the flag was still there for the Americans, okay? So that was the idea of them here. So I'll say, does that the Star Spangled Banner yet wave of the land of the free and the home of the brave, okay? So all this, the views that they had are a witness, a testimony about that the flag, the American flag, is still raised, showing that it's a brave people. So, but it's always a matter of interpretation, it's a matter of reading and translating. The same way our Brazilian anthem is also very difficult for people to think about the plácidas, okay? Retumbante, okay? Raios fúlgidos, okay? Those are the words that we have in Portuguese that can be a little bit confusing when we think about translation, okay? So, but that's a good idea. Thank you for sharing. So people, try to find the translation for the American anthem, okay? It's a nice one. Okay. All right, so now let's go back here. We got the, we saw the gestures of Chris Bucard, and I sent back to you his TED Talk, so you can watch the whole TED Talk. Let's move now to the end of this unit, okay? It's a great idea, communicate a new app. So now you will work together. You will think of some apps that you use or you know, okay? Discuss what you like about the apps. Think of an idea for a new app. Think about a problem it can solve or how it can make your life easier. Then prepare a short description of the app to try to sell your idea to our group here, okay? So we will stop the recording so that you can work on this activity, and that you have to think about an app, and then I will separate the groups, okay? Just a second. Well, we just continue here the conversation about the apps. We come up with a few ideas that are shared in our group. And of course, those are current working apps. But the ideas of apps that we got here were shared by Lilian. Lilian shared an app that could show us the lottery winning numbers. So if you just bet in the lottery, this app could be an option to give you probable winning numbers. That's a good one. And the other idea was offered by Yasmin, apps to help blind people, to help visually impaired people. It's a good idea as well. So how to sell those apps? How to sell? Probably we need to find people interested in this idea, and then you can start a company, maybe a startup, and that will be good. Okay, pitching these ideas. Along the week, if you guys remember any other idea or any other app, please share in our group or prepare a short presentation, okay? Because this is a good idea, okay? Some people can just say, oh, that's a great idea. Interesting, interesting. Okay, tell me more about your software, okay? So for now, we need a vote. I need you guys to vote. Which app is the best? The one to help blind people or the one to win the lottery? What's the best investment? What's your opinion? If you had to invest, which one would you invest? Would you invest in the lottery app, or would you invest in the resources for a visual impaired app? You have two choices. Two choices. Anyone, would you like to bring some investment? Anybody? Because the apps are very costly.
I stay with the cegos, blind.
The blind one. Okay. Why? But we have to invest on your platform too, Lillian. Why not? Your platform is good. Don't you think?
Because I has one tia.
You have an aunt?
Out and dois tios, uma tia e tio.
Okay.
That doesn't
aunt and uncle, okay. They don't see.
And they suffer a lot.
Okay. Life is not easy for them. Life is not easy for them. I understand. Okay, so I will send this one here. This generates the numbers, okay? Look at that. 7 numbers, 8 numbers, 9 numbers, okay? Mega Sena numbers, 6 numbers. Let's take a look here, okay? And we click it. That's the winning number, okay? 2 tickets, 2 lottery tickets. I'll send you the link. It's a quick pick. You have to select the country, select the game, and it generates for you. Okay, so there are many apps, even for computers, but we think about apps on cell phone, all right? So if anyone gets money from this here, just let me know, okay? Share the money with me. That would be nice. Okay, any other one investing or only Lillian? Lillian will invest in the apps for blind, impaired people, okay? Blind people, visual impaired. Okay, and for next week, I will ask people to do the writing. It will be very important to do this writing activity, thinking about an item of a technology you know, such as an app, a gadget, or a video game. You have to list several good points and bad points about this. This homework has to be sent, okay? Homework to be sent to Roosevelt at Roosevelt dot at coopling.com.br. Okay, so that's for a page. Okay, and you can also do the other one here to write a short review of the item to post online. Okay, so you can write this one here. So those are page 64. Homework. Homework also includes, okay, includes unit 6, okay, and you will do the unit 6 as well. Let me get this one here. Change for unit 6 here, just a second. I hope it opens, unit 6. And then you prepare pages 65 until 68. That's for everybody. All right, so before we finish here, I will stop the recording, and I'd like to thank you everyone